didn't even need that, did you, mate? Yeah. Right. What's the origin of the title there, Nights in White Sky? I'm curious.
Well, actually, it's an ex-girlfriend of mine gave me some white satin sheets, and it's as simple as that, really. So the song's about a lot of different things.
Whoa.
Okay.
Very ex-girlfriend gives you satin sheets? Let's start there.
Because it was kind of thought to be in those days, in the sort of 60s, a very sort of romantic thing, and...
But she's an ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, and I tell you what, satin sheets very impractical if you've got a decent beard growth as well. You know, rather awkward, yes. Exactly.
But she was your girlfriend at the time?
Just before that. I'd just broken up with a girl and just met another girl, actually, who was later to become my wife. And so it was at the end of one love affair and at the beginning of another one. And just wrote a lot of
sheets with you.
No, I got to keep the sheets.
I hope you and your wife enjoy these sheets. And you wrote a hit song. Did you break her off a couple of bucks when the song went like triple platinum? Here's for the white sheets and get yourself a little... I'm just wondering. I'm looking out for somebody out there.
Yeah, no, I'll leave it alone.
You leave that? Exactly.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's best to just leave that one.
I'll leave it alone, yeah.
More questions. Did you guys ever consider collaborating with any new groups or artists?
They haven't been queuing up to ask us.
Queue up, damn it!
Yeah.
I like that word. Queue up. Queue up. Oh, what about asking them then?
Well, yeah, actually, we were thinking about it only yesterday. We were thinking about this, and we thought maybe they've never heard of us, and then somebody else said, I haven't heard of you, don't be stupid. You know,
people doing backflips out there.
So, I don't know, who knows.
I think one of the things, you know, for me particularly is that, you know, it's great to play with some of your own heroes that you've grown up with over the years. You know, if you can play with all the greats, I'd love to have been, and both of us would really, I'd love to have played with Buddy Holly and the Crickets.
Hey, Little Richard's still out there, though.
I played with Richard.
Too short.
Chuck Berry.
Too short. Heel, that's what heels are for. Shut up. Little Richard, come on and check in.
Yeah, Little Richard.
Actually, his hair's really high, though. That's
Little Richard. In a movie. It was like Mystery Alaska, that new movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So let's get Little Richard and the Moody Blues together.
What were you saying he was in this just...
Oh, I've forgotten now. Oh, yeah, no, the movie Don't Knock the Rock.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? No, that was 10 years before you were born. That was released.
I'm sorry for being in my 30s.
Yeah. So, but Little Richard, I think it was Little Richard's first movie. And it was just on the television the other day, I saw it. And in it he did Long Tall Sally and Too Fruity. But what was brilliant about it, and all the growth of rock and roll, was they had all these other artists on. It didn't happen, you know, and they didn't sound as though they were happening. And then as soon as Little Richard came on, the 4 sax players, bass player, guitarist, and the drummer, the shuffle, it rocked. It was unbelievable. The difference was amazing. But I mean, all those people, Chuck Berry, Bo Diddley, Jerry Lee Lewis, they're all heroes. And to be able to just go and perform with them and just play, to me, that's a nice pinnacle.
Our final question here from someone out there in cyberspace. Do you feel your performances with orchestras are an important part of your legacy to leave behind?
Well, I think it has been, really, because we did a show for PBS in 1992 that we thought was just going to be a one-off, and it was the first time we'd ever played with an orchestra. And it was with the Colorado Symphony. It was like about 90-odd piece orchestra. And anyway, it went out, and it caused quite a stir around the world, really, because then we started getting calls from orchestra directors and even mayors of town to say, could you come and do this show in our town? Because there's not many people know, or maybe they do, but I didn't know before, that most towns in America have a professional quality orchestra that's subsidized by the town, and that is really good. And so after that, we've been doing an orchestra show. In fact, right here in Los Angeles, next week we're doing a show with an orchestra at Universal Amphitheater. But it did become part of our legacy because the show was filmed and then filmed again, and it's something we've become famous for. And we're able to do it legitimately with an orchestra. It's not just a kind of gimmick. because of our first album, the one with Nights in White Satin and Tuesday Afternoon, because it had a lot of orchestral pieces in it, so the orchestra has something valid to do in their own right. They have their own kind of greatest hits. So, and we know, really, I suppose, that our very first album will probably be the one that we're really remembered for, and that was the sort of groundbreaking album, and so there you go. It will be part of our history.
Sammy Hagar here next week. Do you have a question you'd like to leave from? We always drop questions off.
Well, who won the FA Cup in 1939?
Okay. We'll be asking Sammy Hagar from the Moody Blues in the lounge next week.
The FA Cup in
1939.
Exactly.
Okay, I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. What? I'm in my 30s.
Sammy will know exactly.
I know, and I'll oh man, Justin, and it'll be great.
It'll be a one-word answer, and then he can carry on the subject.
Bill. Okay, so the stage is yours, the world is yours, the cameras are yours. Anything you want to say to anybody out there, your fan base, before we wrap it up?
Well, just from me, thank you very much. We're having a great time, and thanks for all the support and love to us.
Yeah, that's the same thing. It sounded good, and you know, listen to the new album, because it's our life at this moment. So and we love it.
There it is, right there, ladies and gentlemen. The album, Strange Times. The group, the Moody Blues. Click it now, buy it now. It'll show up at your doorstep. You don't have to leave your house. Or if you'd like to engage in real life, go out to a local Wherehouise music store and pick it up. The Moody Blues. Pick up all their albums. It's just great to have around. Good love making music. The Moody Blues. Thanks for being here, guys.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
I'm Steve White. It's the Wherehouise Lounge. We'll see you next Thursday with Mr. Sammy Hagar. Until then, peace.